Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Radhya, for doing nice kirtan, and thank you, Smriti, for playing harmonium. Where is Srishti today?
Yes, she was on the kartal.
Oh, Acha, Srishti is also here. I could not see you.
The whole team was here.
Good, good, good. Very nice kirtan. You all continue kirtan, and we will start the class. Nitai? Nitai, Acha, I wanted to know something from Smriti and Radhya. How do you like while doing kirtan?
What? How do you?
Like. How do you like doing kirtan?
How do you like doing kirtan?
You are asking why do I like it?
Yeah.
I like kirtan because it's like part of something of my life.
Partner?
No, I like kirtan because it's part of something of my life.
Oh, wow. So nice. And Smriti?
I just like singing and things.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Thank you, both of you.
Welcome.
Yeah. So, Nitai, Hare Krishna, we did not hear your kirtan, Nitai.
What is it? Hare Krishna.
What Nitai is saying?
He wants to do Hanumanji song.
Oh. Haribol.
Okay. Okay. So we'll start.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Tanvat. We'll start doing our class.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So today is Ekadashi, so we had a little bit longer kirtan today because today is Ekadashi and generally devotee fast. This is a day we are very, very dear to the Lord. So we observe this day in remembering the Lord. What do you mean by upavas? Upavas means we say upa means near, vas means to stay. So upavas means that day we stay close to the God. So how do we stay close to the God? By chanting, by doing kirtan, by hearing Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So we want to spend more time in hearing, listening, chanting, serving Krishna that day. That is the meaning of upavas. Upavas does not only mean like a physical fasting, we are fasting, but at the same time, the fasting also has a concept that you do not pay so much attention to your body that day and give more time to devotional service. Because every day we are busy in the morning till evening, cooking, cleaning, this, that. So Upavas day, this is the also benefit that we spend less time for our maintenance and more time for our japa, maintaining a relationship with Krishna. So we welcome you all again for our Bhagavad Gita session. We were reading chapter 4 and we are about to, Krishna willing, we will try to see that if we can conclude this chapter today and start chapter 5 tomorrow. So chapter core name is, what we are sharing? The name of the chapter is, what is the name of the chapter?
Transcendental knowledge. Knowledge.
Yes. Transcendental knowledge. Transcendental means what is actually Prabhupada uses the word transcendental very often. Anything when he talks about related to Krishna, he says it is transcendental. Transcendental means the material world is under the modes of nature. So we are acting, we were doing all our activity, Rajogun, Tamogun. So every activity, some people are in Tamoguna, some people are in Rajoguna, some people are in Satoguna. And within us also, we are not in goodness purely, we are not in passion purely, we are not in ignorance only. So we keep mood swings, our activity swings, our taste swings. So there is a chapter 16, probably in Bhagavad Gita, which talks about the three modes of material nature. We will read more about that. So the material world is under the three modes of material nature, and spiritual world is beyond the three modes of material nature. So that is why you transcend the mode to become spiritual. If you know a spiritual word, how it has arrived, the word spiritual. Spiritual that comes from word spirit. Right? That is how the spiritual is spelled, S-P-I-R-I-T-U-A-L, spirit. So material means the material word. Material word means which has an effect of time, which has a, and because of the time it deteriorates. Spirit means which does not deteriorate. Our spirit, which is like a soul, it's being eternal. So developing our knowledge toward the spirit is called to be spiritual. So in general, people are religious, but we are not spiritual. So there is a difference between being religious and being spiritual. Religious means I do worship the Lord or other devatas to fulfillment of my material needs. So we have the demigod worship. Sometimes even people worship Krishna also to satisfy their material needs. So that is called material actually. Actually, worship of Krishna is not material. If you're worshiping Krishna even for material needs, it's called spiritual, because Krishna said we are slowly, we will change into, our nature will change to be spiritual. But in general, when we are worshipping with some object, for some object, like I want to gain this in my material life, and I worship, I do some kind of puja, I do some kind of ceremonies. So that is, and we do something as out of ritual. I do not know meaning, I do not know anything. My mother-in-law was doing, my parents were doing, and in the village it is happening. Like that also we have a lot of rituals. So being religious means not always being spiritual. It is the knowledge we cultivate beyond the three modes, and we try to connect ourselves to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is eternal, and we as a soul are eternal. So in a simple word, if we understand what is spiritual, identifying our spirit and connection with the super spirit is called being spiritual. So what I said, generally people are religious, but not many people are spiritual. What Bhagavad Gita is teaching us to be spiritual, not being religious, not being. Bhagavad Gita doesn't talk about religiosity. Bhagavad Gita talks about the religiosity which is supreme. Bhagavad Gita does not talk about karma kanda so much. Doesn't talk actually at all. Bhagavad Gita talks about developing our relationship with the Supreme Lord, because we are his part and parcel. That is the reason Bhagavad Gita has been always considered as developing the yoga system. Karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga. Yoga means to unite. So with our action, right now we are going through the chapter 4 or 3rd we read. So this part of the Bhagavad Gita is how while doing karma you unite yourself with the Supreme. That is what we are reading, right? We are every day reading that you do the duty and offer the result to me, think about. So how do you do this with more efficiency when we have, why we have to offer the result to Krishna? Why should we do it? Anyway, we were doing our duty and enjoying the result. Why we should? So we are not aware that why we have to do it, why we have to offer our result to the Supreme Lord. So that is what, cultivate that knowledge which connects us to the Supreme and our to eternity. It's called transcendental knowledge. And this knowledge is beyond the three modes. So Bhagavad Gita will teach us to develop that knowledge. Through that, if we do the karma, our karma will also become spiritual. Otherwise, our karma is all material. Whatever activity we are doing, it is giving us so much results. But if with the knowledge we do our same karma, then our karma will become spiritual. So this is what we are trying to learn. The previous so many shlokas we learned that how to offer the result of our activity to Krishna. And then in that mode, we should do the karma. Now, when we were, Arjuna was trying to, when Krishna was trying to teach him different type of how to perform the karma, vikarma, so many things. Then Arjuna developed one more question that where do get this knowledge from? You said this knowledge is transcendental. So whom to get this knowledge? So initially Krishna said, I had given this knowledge to the sun god, and sun god gave to Manu, and Manu gave to Ikshvaku. But this knowledge was lost in between. Then again, I am reestablishing this knowledge by giving it to you. And because you are my dear friend and devotee, so I want to give this knowledge to you. So that, where do we all go and learn this knowledge from? So this is how this shloka will start from here. We'll start today. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapad Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamshacha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayane Gaura Katha Dhamadaya Nagar Gramatarine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So can you all see the screen?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So this shloka will talk about process of attaining jnana. So Krishna says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya uddekshanti te jnana jnaninas tattva darshinaha. So Krishna says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Pranipatena means go and serve. To whom? And then you inquiry. Pariprashnen, you inquiry. To whom should you go? you should go to a person who is Tattvadarshi, who has seen the truth, who is in the transcendental knowledge, and approach. So Krishna says just to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively. So very, very important that we go into the mood of submission. When we are trying to learn things from others, we have to be submissive to receive the knowledge. If why Arjuna was given the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, because you are my devotee and you are open to hear me, open to understand and accept the knowledge. Not that you are in challenging. Arjuna asked so many questions in Bhagavad Gita, but it was not in the mood of challenge. Rather, it was in the mood of acceptance. Okay, I want to learn. I have this doubt. Is my voice breaking?
Not now, Mataji.
Okay. Okay. So we should not ask a question in mood of challenge. There is a doubt we all have because we are reading it first time. We do not understand what is really it means. So there is an inquiry. There is a difference between the inquiry and challenge. So Krishna says, go and submissively inquire from the, and how do, so you serve the spiritual master. Why is it spiritual? See, earlier, nowadays, we go and pay the fees to the school. And we get the admission there and we learn the knowledge by paying the fees. Gurukul system was not like that. You go to Guru, serve him for some time. And then Guru will see your qualification and give you the knowledge accordingly. Every Tom and Dick and Harry cannot go. Selected people will go. Guru will see your sincerity. And how do you show your sincerity? By being submissive, by being serving to Guru. And then Guru will be pleased with our service, mood of service, and then he will impart the knowledge to us. So this is the Vedic way of understanding the truth, that you serve the Guru, approach a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart the knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Jnaninas tattva darshana. Tattva darshana means he is tattvadarshi. He knows the truth. That is why he can give. If he does not know, right now nobody is tattvadarshi. So what we do, if I don't have an experience of seeing the God, how will I show you also? If I have seen the God only, I can show you the God, right? So that is the reason we try to follow the great acharyas, follow the footstep of those great acharyas and their teachings, because they have seen the truth. Through their teaching, if we hear submissively, then we will also be able to see the truth. That is the process. So we should, and that is how even, and Krishna not only said this, he also set an example. When Krishna was young, he also went to the Shandipuni Muni's ashram, and he was there within 1 year, or I think 9 months he was there in Shandipuni Muni's ashram, and he learned all the Vidya, everything he learned. So it's because he was Supreme Lord. He did not need to learn anything. He knew everything. Everything is coming from him, emanating from him. But to set an example. In the previous verse, Krishna, if you remember, Krishna said in 3rd chapter, there is no work for me in the three word, but I still perform the duty. Why? To set an example. So Krishna, even Lord Ramachandra, and he went to the ashram, and then he stayed there. And not only, it is not that they were rich people, they were the sons of the king. So they lived in the ashram like an ashram boys, like any other. That is how Sudama had become the friend. Sudama was a very poor Brahmana, and he became a friend of Krishna because all of them were living the same life. Even the Krishna and Lord Ramachandra, before going to sleep in the night, they used to come and press the feet of their spiritual master. And till the time spiritual master will not sleep, they will not sleep. And before spiritual master will get up, they will get up, because spiritual master has to do his morning archana. He needs the flower, he needs the water. So they will take bath, they will go and collect the flower from the jungle. They will get the water, they'll prepare everything. Okay, now my spiritual master will get up and come and do the whatever his sadhana is there or archana is there. So they will do all the preparation. So they were living like a normal person. It was not that, oh, I am a Supreme Lord, or to set an example there, or even though in the material world, I am a son of the king, so I will be given a special treatment. So this is a process of attaining the knowledge, not in a challenging mood. Right now, because knowledge is revealed to the only those people. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam knowledge, holy name, then Lord's Prasad, Lord himself will only reveal to the people those who are sincere. This will come a bit further. That shloka will come actually. Then we'll discuss more about it. So then he says the three quality makes a one perfect: eagerness, obedience, and gratitude. So we should have a eagerness to know, and we should be obedient. Once we are asking questions, if I get the answer for my question, then I should do it. Not that only I keep on asking questions and I don't follow anything. If I ask question, okay, why it is this? And if I'm convinced, okay, what they're saying or what scripture is saying makes sense, then I should follow. Because following only will make changes in our life. And that then there should be a gratitude of receiving knowledge. This is very, very important qualities. So results and glories of jnana. So I went and I learned from the spiritual master. I accepted him and I attained the knowledge. Right now in today's world, there is lot is also fashion. Actually, it is said that everybody should have a guru, and then without guru we cannot be delivered. But nowadays, since the television has come, I think guru also has become fashion. So many gurus are there on the television, but they are not even one connecting us to the Supreme Lord. Like very few are there. They are all only busy in solving the problem, and disciples are only going to them by solving the problem. I have this material problem, I have that material problem, I have this, and they are also busy in that. So they are not connecting us to the Supreme. The real Guru means who is connecting us to the Supreme. So if we attain the knowledge from that Guru, who is coming from the bona fide source, and he is realized soul, he is Tattvadarshi, what will happen if I receive the knowledge from that Guru? No bewilderment, and bestows pure vision. Yadgyatva na punarmoham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutani sheshani dakshasisi atmani athomai. Having obtained real knowledge from a self-realized soul, you will never fall again into such illusion. Yadgyatva na punarmoham. Yadgyatva, once you receive the knowledge, na punarmoham. Moham means illusion. What is the illusion? Illusion is that everything is permanent here. I also want to be permanent here, and everything is very hanky-dory, and I'm happy, and I want to make everybody happy. This is an illusion in material world. Nobody is happy here because this is not a place of happiness. This is a place of called as a dukhalayama shashvatam. It's a temporary place. We are here for some time. So all those our mohas are there. It goes off just by attaining this knowledge, and then by this knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but the part of the Supreme, or in the word, they are mine. So we may belong to this word, but actually he is our Supreme Father. We belong to him. So what is another moha is that we have forgotten our connection with the Supreme Lord. And we have started realizing that connection in the material world is only my connection. That is moha, because it is not, because it is temporary. Every time I've changed the body, I change my connection. But as a soul, I'm eternal, and my eternal connection is there with the Supreme. And that is a permanent connection. And if you remember, I had told in the last class also that Lord is our real friend, because he will go with us in every life, in life after life, in time immemorial, since we are in the material world. Lord is accompanying us every time. So he is our real friend. Nobody is as close to him as he is. He's sitting in our heart. He knows everything what I'm doing, what I want. And he reciprocates. Outside people, we have to tell our problems, but Krishna knows my heart. So he is the best friend to the living entity. And then that's what he says, ki once you, so we are not aware of actually this. That's the reason we are going and telling our problem to 100 people. We do not know Paramatma is in the heart. And if I tell him the problem, and if I follow the instructions sincerely, he will take care of everything also. Because we don't have that gyan. We think Paramatma is okay, but I have to go and ask people. What people will help? Paramatma will inspire the people also to help. Otherwise, nobody will help us also. It is inspiration from him. So that is what he says. Once you obtain that knowledge, then you will understand that you are mine. Krishna is saying you are all mine. So, and just by knowing that we are of Krishna, then it destroys sin. Api chedasi papebhya sarvebhya papakrittamah sarva jnanam planaineva vrijinam santirashyasi. Even if you considered to be the most sinful of all sinners, when you are situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, you will be able to cross over the ocean of miseries. Api chedasi papebhya. Even we consider ourselves to be the most sinful. I have done sin so much so that I cannot be excused. But once we attain this knowledge and try to submit ourselves to the Supreme Lord or to this supreme knowledge of Krishna, then he says, he is comparing here the knowledge to be like a boat. If we are sitting in a boat, even the river is the end is very far. But if we are sitting in the boat, then slowly we will reach to the other part. So similarly, so here the knowledge is compared to the boat. That if we attain that knowledge, with that knowledge, slowly we can cross over. What is the ocean of miseries? Being in the material world, is the material world is also considered as an ocean. The knowledge is considered to be the boat. So if the material world is the ocean, what boat we need to cross it? We need the boat of knowledge. Who is the boatman? Who is the good boatman? I cannot drive the boat myself. I need a boatman. Who is the boatman? He is considered to be Guru. So if we are sitting in the boat properly, we don't have to do anything. The boatman will cross the boat from one end to another. So if we situate in this knowledge, if we try to follow this knowledge sincerely, then this Guru, with the help of this knowledge, will help us to cross this ocean of nescience, ocean of miseries. So this material world is considered to be the big ocean, which is full of miseries. You will say, "Nay, there is so much happiness. I have so many nice things in the life. I have so many good things." Yes, it is there. There are good things, but they are very, very temporary. So they are for a very little time, there is happiness. We work 30 days so hard, go to work, 30 days, get up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and then at the end of the month, we get the salary, and that day we become very happy that my salary, then we enjoy a little bit with the salary, whatever, like we get some remuneration and we enjoy with that also. But then again, we have to do so many. So happiness is there. It is not that it is not there, but it is a very temporary happiness. What we are looking is for the permanent happiness. We all are actually looking for permanent happiness. Who does not want to be permanent happy? We all want to be permanently happy. But here we can only be happy for some time, or little bit time. But when we are saturated in the knowledge of the Lord Supreme, then with the help of in the previous shloka, Krishna said that you go to Guru. So with the help of that Guru, who is like a boatman, he will take us across the ocean. Then here it is, knowledge is compared to be the fire. Destroys all reactions. So we have so many reactions of our actions. Not only in this life, with so many other lives also we are doing reaction, and every action is having a reaction, and all the reactions are accumulated in the name of Sanchit Karma. So if you remember, we had discussed this before, that we have unlimited Sanchit Karma. From that Sanchit Karma, some has become my prarabdha for this life, which I will enjoy or suffer in this life. But we have so much backlog in us as a Sanchit Karma. So this knowledge is like a fire. When we practice this knowledge, this destroys our previous sins also. And all our activities, what we are doing in this life, the result of those activities is also destroyed. As a blazing fire turns a firewood to ashes, O Arjuna, so does the fire of knowledge burns the ashes, all the reaction to material activities. How does it burn? Why Krishna is giving so fantastic examples? Because we are creating karma. Karma means reactions of all our action because we want to enjoy the result. When we attain the knowledge and we start offering the result to the Supreme Lord, there is no reaction. All our reaction is getting burned. Now, I'm doing the same amount of karma, but we are free. Actually, we will be more happy when we are free. Sometimes you see the sadhus, we are earning millions and billions, and everybody is having such a high profile, so much money, big house, but we are not happy. And we go and see a real sadhu living in the cave and he's very happy. Why? He doesn't have anything. And people like us go to him and say, Swamiji, please give me blessing. Swamiji, please give me blessing. Swamiji is so happy. Doesn't have anything, but he's so happy. Why? Because he's not bounded, he's free. We are bounded. How we can be happy if somebody comes and ties my hands all over and body all over? How can I be happy? I want first, what will my conscience say? Somebody ties my hand. Okay. And then what the first thing I want to do? To be free. He comes and says, no, I'll give you food, you eat. No, first make me free. I don't want to be eating anything. I remember when I was very small, young, very, very young. So my mother used to put the haath mein that mehendi. And that time this mehendi, that cone and all was not there. So she'll just put the lump of the mehendi in my hand and tie my hand with the cloth. And I will not be able to do anything. So 100 times I will think when I will open it, when I will be. My mother will very lovingly feed me also. My brother will feed me. My mother will feed me. Okay, you cannot use your hand. I will feed you. But that was so much discomfort that when I will be free, when I can eat myself. Because we want to be free. And I knew it is for some time, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours only. So consciously, we don't feel that we are like bound. Like we are not seeing that we are bound. But unconsciously, the soul knows that we are bound by so many reactions. So unconsciously, in subconscious mind, we know that we are bounded, we are very limited. And that is the reason for our frustration. We are so limited. We are so like we cannot do much. But that sadhu knows I am free. I don't have any restrictions because I have not created so much karma. So I am free. So he's happy. So one of the reasons of them being happy is because they are saturated in that knowledge. That is the reason they are happy. So what makes us happy? Not that money, not that property, not that prosperity. The knowledge makes us happy. We think that we will have acquired a lot of money and we ignore learning Bhagavad Gita or scriptures. No, Abhi, right now I'm very busy. The old time will come and I'll become old. Then my mother will be, sometime the young people are there. We invite them for Bhagavad Gita classes. No, I don't have time. My mother-in-law will attend or my father-in-law will attend or some mother will attend because they think that this is for them. It is not for me. For me, it is right now. I'm so busy and I'm so like exhausted with my work. Where do I have time for all these things? This is not important. But actually, they do not know. This knowledge is very important because that will only make us happy. Nothing will make us happy. We may be trying. Everybody is trying. All of us are trying. It is not that we are not trying and nobody is stopping us to try. We can try the whole life and we can see our success rate. So just then he says that nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitramiha vidyate. Jnana se pavitra kuch bhi nahi hai. He says nothing is as pure as the knowledge. Tat swayam yoga samshiddhi kalena atmani vindati. He says in this word there is nothing so sublime and pure as transcendental knowledge. Nothing is as pure. Nothing can give us happiness and satisfaction. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of all mysticism. Mature fruit. How do you want to eat mango? Raw or ripe? Now is the mango season coming. We go and see in the market, of course the raw mango is also used, but it can only make chutney. We cannot cut it in the plate and eat so much raw mango. But we want to aspire to eat the sweet mango, which is completely like ripened mango. So this knowledge is complete, the essence of the all Vedic knowledge. It is like a ripened fruit, mature fruit of all mysticism. And one who has become accomplished in the practice of devotional service enjoys this knowledge within himself in due course of time. So who will enjoy the fruit? One who has become mature in this, in transcendental knowledge. So once we are, see, right now we are getting introduced to this knowledge. Then with the introduction, we will start practicing this knowledge a little bit. If you think that just by hearing you will be enjoying, no, you will not enjoy. Can you enjoy the mango by seeing? No, we have to eat the mango. Cut the mango, eat the mango. Mango may be very, very like sweet, it can be very juicy. But by seeing, we will not get the taste, we will not enjoy really. So what we need to eat. So getting the knowledge and then practicing it. And then we will start realizing it. Realization comes only once we start practicing. Otherwise, it's all theory. Chanting Hare Krishna will make you happy is a theory. It's a quotation. I have not realized that it will make me happy because I have not chanted ever. Serving Krishna will make me happy. It's a quotation. But I have not felt it because I have not done it. So once we start doing it, we will feel it. Those who are doing it, they will feel it. Yes, there is an enjoyment. There is a happiness. There is a satisfaction. There is a kind of contentment in this. So once we do it, we will realize it. Yes, there is. So this knowledge is the purest knowledge. Krishna himself is saying, कि इससे प्योर कुछ नहीं है, पवित्रम ही विद्यते. This is the most pure knowledge and more sublime knowledge. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of all mysticism. So we have to just eat the mango. We have to start practicing this knowledge. Then role of faith in acquiring knowledge. So now we have knew all these things. Even though after knowing all these things, some people will have faith and some people will not have faith ever. So there are three types of people. Bhagavad Gita is not coming today, tomorrow. It is not a writing for any great scholar and author. Bhagavad Gita is here for the time ancient. You are seeing that. Bhagavad Krishna says, I gave this knowledge to the sun god. So from time immemorial, this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is there. So why people are not finding it peace in the reading Bhagavad Gita? Why people are still so much disturbed? Why people are not enjoying and being happy just because Bhagavad Gita is there? Why? So that is how Krishna will answer now. Who can attain jnana? Shraddhavana labhate jnanam tatpara samyatendriha jnanam labdva param shantim achirenadhi gacchati. This is a very, very important shloka from this chapter. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Labhate means he gets benefit of jnana. Who? Shraddhavan. Those who have some faith. Tatpara samyatendriya. And they try to subdue their senses by this knowledge. Jnanam labdva param shanti. Once we have the control and we attain this knowledge by having faith and we control our senses, and then jnanam labdva param shantim. Once we attain the jnana, then only we can attain the supreme peace. Param means supreme. Shanti means peace. Achire dadhi gacchati. Achire. Chir matlab, there's a calculation of time. Achire dadhi, immediately. Achirena. He gacchati, he attains it without no second, very quickly. So how this sloka talks to us? A person who, so how to get the benefit of this knowledge? Having some shraddha, like you are all attending these classes for some time now, maybe 3 months or 2 months probably. We are reading Bhagavad Gita, we are reading about Krishna is supreme, we are reading that we have to offer the result to the Lord. By hearing this again and again, some of you would have developed the faith. Some of you would have not developed the faith yet. I hear that, but I still don't believe all this. I'm still trying to understand. I'm still, at least you are good also that still you are in the process. That still, I don't have faith right now, but I still want to learn more. And maybe by that I will develop the faith. That is also perfectly all right. That is also perfectly all right. But some of them, they lost the faith. Oh, I heard 2 classes, it is not for me. I don't have faith in all this. So many people, we circulate this, there's a program of learning Bhagavad Gita. You would have also told to so many of your friends, but they have not developed even faith to come and hear. how they will attain the knowledge, how they will get the peace. They will never attain peace. Don't say that they'll not attain peace. It's not I am saying. It is Bhagavad Gita saying. It's not that I'm cursing them. No, you have not read Bhagavad Gita. You can never attain. It's not we are saying. It is Krishna saying. Krishna says, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. In the positive way, when we have a little faith, then only we get benefit of this knowledge. So we don't say, Bhagavad Gita does not say you just blind faith. Don't, Bhagavad Gita doesn't talk. If it was a blind faith, Krishna would have told Arjuna, I'm telling you do it, you just better do it. Don't ask any question anymore. I don't want to teach you here. This is the battlefield. Is this the place to ask question answer, Arjuna? Just you have accepted me as a guru and I'm telling you to do it, just do it. That's it. Arjuna would have not asked anything. Arjuna would have started fighting. But Krishna did not do that. Till 18th chapter, he'll be asking question. And very patiently, Arjuna will ask and Krishna will answer the question. So what does it mean? Krishna also wants to remove our doubt. But we should have a little faith. That is the reason before reading Bhagavad Gita, we try to establish that who is Krishna? Is Krishna an ordinary person? How do we develop the faith in reading of Bhagavad Gita? Is it the conversation between two persons, Arjuna and somebody else? If two people are talking something, why should I have faith in that? Why it becomes important for me? They're two friends and two people are talking something on the road. Why should I go and hear them? And why should I believe them? Why should I give so much importance to their instruction? No. So that is the reason we try to understand that Krishna Prabhupada had written in the same purport that till now Krishna and Arjuna were acting as a friend. Now Arjuna had accepted Krishna as his teacher. Now the role has changed. And that is why Krishna was smiling. Now no friendly talk will happen. Now this is a knowledge transfer from Supreme Lord to Arjuna. The role had changed. Krishna was Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he will establish that fact in the Bhagavad Gita again and again. He had already established in the previous verses. You and me had taken many, many births. You forget everything. I don't forget because I am always there and you change your body. So many times in the many chapter, in many conversation, Krishna himself will reveal this fact to the Arjuna that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that is why we should have some Shraddha. Still, I don't have that realization, but at least I have Shraddha. So there are three types of people. Some people do not have, even they don't know, they know Bhagavad Gita, but they don't have any Shraddha. Ashraddhavan. Some people have faith in Bhagavad Gita, but they don't have faith in Krishna. I know Bhagavad Gita is good, but Krishna is still an ordinary man. He was a coward boy only. He was not Supreme Personality of Godhead. You must be saying many people give the commentary like that. Krishna is your mind and your Pandavas or your senses and all different type of commentary people give. All those bogus. So still they believe in Bhagavad Gita teaching, but they don't believe in Krishna. Still they will not attain the complete knowledge of Krishna because Krishna has set the exam, set up the markup that those who are surrendered to me and those who are devotee of mine only can understand. I am bhakto si me sakha cheti rahasyamit etad uttamam. I am giving this knowledge to you only, Arjuna, because you are my devotee and you have complete faith in me. So that is a basic requirement, at least some faith. So, okay. So second type of people are there. They believe in Bhagavad Gita, but they do not believe in Krishna. And then the third kind of people are there. I believe in Bhagavad Gita, I believe in Krishna, but I don't believe that this knowledge is all useful for me. So there are different level of people. And the other people are there that I have complete faith. Whatever Krishna see, you tell, I will believe, I will follow. So these kind of people are generally there. But what category we should be there to receive the knowledge? We don't have complete faith. Completely agree. Nobody has faith by hearing Bhagavad Gita first time. Hundreds of doubts come. You are very nice to me that you are not asking questions. But I am sure there are 100 things going in your mind. I am free. This forum is open that you can ask your question. But still, sometimes people have doubt, but they do not like to reveal it. I don't know what people will think about me. Okay, maybe I'll just hear sometime, and maybe over a period of time, this question will be answered. Just be there. Well, people don't ask, but you may not have complete faith and belief. So that is completely fine. That is okay. We develop the faith slowly, slowly. But at least this much faith we should have, that this knowledge is a sacred knowledge given by the Supreme Lord. So there is something good in this knowledge. If you believe in the God, then you should believe in his knowledge. That much Shraddha. I don't have any experience. Then with that Shraddha, we have to practice to control the senses. And then when we practice, then Param Shantim Achire Nadhi Gacchati. We will attain that. Those who are practicing, that is the reason sometime in the class, also at the end of the class, we like to invite people to share their realization. Sometimes we open the group, just you write your, it does not mean that you have to glorify the speaker or you have to glorify something. No. We are like a puppet only. It is, you have to glorify the knowledge, how this knowledge is changing you. If there is any change, or what is your experience of reading Bhagavad Gita? Does it making any change in your life? Does it giving you some kind of empowerment? Does it making some difference in your life? So if you share with others, also will benefit. Yes, we will understand that yes, Bhagavad, the process is working for me. So I request you all to sometimes share your realization of it, and even sometimes you want to tell negative also, you're open. It's not that you have, no, nothing is working for me till now, nothing has worked, but I'm still hopeful, maybe work. Whatever, you can share. It is not that you have to only write good about it. Maybe you don't have any good experience. Whatever experience you have, you should share, so that others also get, okay, this is how the process is there, because 100% if we are following it rightly, it will work. This is not about anything. It is just the knowledge is pure. Krishna is saying, this is a pure knowledge. In the last word, he says, this is a pure knowledge. It will work. People will experience it by practicing it. So he says, he quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. Param Shanti. Not only Shanti, Param Shanti will attain spiritual happiness, which will be permanent. Material happiness is temporary, we are talking, right? He will not attain material happiness. He will also attain spiritual happiness, which will be permanent. And it will not take so much time. Not that I start today and I'll get the result only after 20 years. No. Today, right now, if we practice, we will experience. Prabhupada says, somebody asked Prabhupada, how much time? He says, no, this second you will experience. If we are really little submissive and we are eager to hear, right now we will see the experience, because this knowledge is potent and powerful. Krishna's word. And that's what Krishna is saying. Like that girl was telling, that Radha, this is part of my life. I like to do it. When we started Kirtan, I asked her mother, saying she was having some tuition class and she's not. As soon as she got free, she came here. You'd see about the 9-year-old child, she's 8 or 9 years. How they will come? You keep calling them, come. They will not even come to us for these things. But because she has experienced that happiness, even though she is a small child. So all of us will experience that. But who cannot attain this knowledge? Very, very important. So in the last shloka, Krishna says, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. One who has Shraddha will attain the knowledge. What about the Ajnanascha, Ashraddhamscha? Samsayatma vinashyati. Ajnanascha, one who is not in knowledge, and one who does not have Shraddha. And he is also doubtful. Samshayatma, he is vinashyati, means he will be completely lost. Nayam loko asti na puro, na sukham samshayatmana. Neither loka means this word, na paro means spiritual life. He will never attain the happiness and peace. For the doubting person, there is not happiness here, there is not happiness there also. Because he can never be happy, because he will be always only doubting. So in the previous verse, Krishna says how sequential Krishna is giving the knowledge. Anybody who has attained the knowledge, if you see the sequence, he says this is a Gyan, pure Gyan. if you attain this knowledge, what will happen? You will develop the Shraddha. And when you have Shraddha, you will attain the knowledge. And with the knowledge, you will control the senses, you will become happy. But the person who does not have knowledge, he does not have Shraddha, so he does not have knowledge also. And he is doubting. Samshayatma, vinashyati. Vinashyati, Krishna said, is lost, fall down. Nayam loko asti na puro, na sukham samshayatma. So he can neither be happy in this world, nor he can be happy in the next life. So Krishna says, but ignorant and faithless persons who doubt the revealed scripture. So I said that there are three types of people. One kind of people, those who doubt, those who do not believe in scriptures. There is second type of people, those who believe the scripture, but they do not believe in Krishna. And third type of person are, they believe in Krishna, they will, but they are not sure whether this process will work for me or not. Samshayatma. They're always doubting. Acha, maybe Krishna has said it is fine, but I don't know whether it will work for me or not. It will work for 100 people. 100 people will read Bhagavad Gita and practice it. 100 people life will change, not even 99. That is a result this knowledge is giving. 100%, 200% rather. But they have a doubt that I don't know whether this process will work or not. So those kind of people, they do not have knowledge, they do not have faith. And even though they have faith, but they always doubt. I don't know whether. So they can never be happy. Do not attain God consciousness, they fall down. For the doubting soul, there is happiness neither in this world nor in the next. Na sukham samsayatma. So Krishna says, they can never be happy. So now Krishna is giving the process to be happy. Not only happy, param sukham. And he also gives the process to not be happy. We have to choose. Agya means ignorant. Foolish is like the animal with no knowledge and faith. They don't have belief. I don't believe in Bhagavad Gita. Like you can say sometime atheist. I don't believe in all this. They don't have any. Ashraddha means faithless. Has knowledge of Shastras, but having seen the mutual disagreement of proponent of various theories, he has no trust in them. So they know that Bhagavad Gita is there, but so many people are speaking so many things. I don't know what is right or wrong. They could not develop the faith in the scripture. Then Samshayatma, the doubter, has both knowledge and faith, but is doubtful whether the process will be effective for him or not. So they are still doubtful. I'm not sure whether it will work. Krishna says it will work, so it will work. Not that I will say it's least, not that I want to work it. Krishna says, if you are serious, if you attain this knowledge, it will work. So it will work for us. So what will happen? Then now reaction, free work. Yoga sannyasa karmanam jnana sanchinna samshayam atmavantam na karmani nibidananti dhananjaya. So Krishna says that yoga sannyasa karmanam. So Krishna tells Arjuna, you take yoga sannyas. From where? From the karma phala. Karma phala. Now this verse is a connection to the next verse, which we'll discuss to the next class. So here Krishna says, yoga sannyasa karmana. Here he says karmana means Arjuna is thinking you take yoga sannyasa. Okay, you gave me all the knowledge, yoga. Now you take sannyasa from karmana. Oh, very happy. That is what I want. I don't want to fight. Krishna says, no, you take yoga sannyas from the fruits of the action. Jnana sanchinna samshaya. The one who acts in devotional service, renouncing the fruits of his action, and whose doubt have been destroyed by transcendental law. Jnana sanchinna samshaya. With the knowledge, his samshaya has gone. He has no more doubt. Because he has attained the knowledge. Atmavantam na karmani. And he is situated into the self. Nibidananti dhananjaya. He is not bound by any reaction. So what fourth thing Krishna teaches here? Yoga sannyasa karmana. A person who has practiced the yoga, this yoga, what? Karma sannyasa. Karma sannyasa means karma phala sannyasa. You be detached to the fruits of your action. And who is that person who is detached with the fruits of the action? Jnana sanchinna samshaya. When our doubts are clear with the knowledge. We don't have doubt. I have now complete faith that I have to work in the consciousness that I don't create any more karma. So Atmavantam na karmani. That person is situated in the Atmavantam. He is situated into the self now. Na karmani. Na karmani nibidananti dhananjay. He doesn't have any reaction of his work. He's free from all the reaction. O conqueror of riches. Na karmani nibidananti. The one who acts in devotional service, renouncing the fruits of his action and whose doubts have been destroyed by transcendental knowledge, is situated factually in the self. Thus, he is not bound by the reaction of work, O conqueror of riches. Dhananjay is one of the name of Arjuna, which is one who fetches the dhana. So he says, he will not have free. Once, as I said in the beginning, unless and until we are free from the reaction of our action, we can never be happy. Externally, we can be happy, but internally, we will not be happy. I always give this example sometime. I don't know how relevant it will be for you. When we are doing the karma for the reaction, actually every action is reaction, 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 and we are bounded by so many reactions, good and bad, good and bad. That is not the right way to do. Right way to do is you offer the result. Whenever we are not doing the thing in the right manner according to the scripture, there will be some kind of klesha in the heart. When we are not following. And I will tell you how. Whenever we do anything wrong in our real life also, and I know this is not right, you will feel how much klesha is there in the heart, how much fear is there in the heart. I give this example various times that we live in Dubai. So Dubai has a parking ticket everywhere on the road. Sometime when we park the car and we go to the, like maybe my husband is going to buy something and it is just for, or to give some paper or do something and maybe it's 5-10 minutes. Ideally, we should pay the parking ticket for that also. But we will say, okay, I'm sitting in the car. You're just coming in 5-10 minutes. It is fine. You go and we are not putting the parking ticket. What will happen to me? I am sitting in the car so conscious. I don't know which side the police will come. I don't know which side the police will come because we have not paid the ticket. Maybe he'll come and catch. Maybe he will come and do the fine. But within those 10-15 minutes, if we are sitting in the car, we will be so conscious and fearful. Because we have done, because we should have paid. We realize that, okay, it's better to give it. Otherwise, your 10 minutes is like a horrible. Because here they are very vigilant also, not like, I don't know other places, but here they are very vigilant. Within no time, they'll come from somewhere. Because they are being paid for it. So they are very sincere in their duty. So within no time, they will come for somewhere and you will be charged because you can't stop the car more than 5-10 minutes in a place just by not putting the ticket. So I realized this shloka that time that yes, when we do wrong, how fearful the mind is. And we are doing all wrong things in our life. That is the reason we are fearful all the time. There is a fear. Unconsciously, we are living in a fearful life. Once we do all this very set nicely as per the scripture, follow the instruction of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, you will not have any fear. It's okay. I have not done anything wrong. Why should I be having any fear? When I pay the ticket, I have no fear. You come in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even though immediately, no, I have paid the ticket. My ticket is there. So what? You come and go. So wrong thing always gives us fear. We think that we are not doing any wrong because we do not read Shastra. So according to Shastra, if you are not doing, unconsciously the mind will be in the fear, which will not realize. So Krishna says, so you, he is not bind that. So Arjuna was also fearful about result. What will happen to me? Whether I should fight or not, whether I'll create karma. So Krishna says, if you are doing with this knowledge and all the doubts are cleared and you are situated, you're situated in yourself, then you will not be bound by karma. So therefore, Krishna says, conclude this chapter by rise and fight. Tasmad jnana sambhutam hritasthanam jnanisitatmanaha chitvainam samshayam yogam ati uttishta bharata. Therefore, the doubt which have arisen in your heart out of ignorance should be slashed by the weapon of knowledge. So you see the three compare. First time Krishna compares the knowledge with the boat. Second time the Krishna compares the knowledge with the fire. Now he's saying knowledge with the weapon. So ignorance can be cut with the sword of knowledge. So whatever the doubt is there in your heart, O Arjuna, cut those doubt. How? With the knowledge, with the sword of knowledge. And arm with yoga, O Bharata, stand and fight. So Krishna will encourage Arjuna to fight, but in the right mood and right consciousness. He says here, therefore, the doubt which has arisen in your heart out of ignorance should be slashed by the weapon of knowledge. Armed with yoga, O Bharata, stand and fight. So Arjuna's confusion is still continuing, whether I should fight or not, whether I should fight. You saw in the 4th chapter, it says, I don't know whether I should. You told me not to fight. Now you're telling me to fight. So Krishna concluded the chapter with the answer. You should get up and fight. You should not have any doubt. You should not have any ignorance. And you have this transcendental knowledge. You have a guru. And with that knowledge and with the help of knowledge and the guidance of guru, remove all your doubts and stand and fight. So thus and the 4th chapter. Yeah. So any question, comment? Anything you want to share? Or anything you want to? So we'll see here the lesson 2. Life sustaining things are easily available. Oxygen, water, and spirituality. Learn to value them. So we have to value the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is available. We have to value it. We have to learn. Krishna has spoken for us. Krishna did not speak this knowledge for others. Lessons, art of teaching, accept diversity, follow the great people. Humility, attract grace. So art of teaching. Here what we learn in this chapter, art of teaching. Krishna was very patient teacher. You never say Krishna losing his temperament. Krishna was very patiently. This is how we teach to the people. We should. That be patient. Try to hear them what they're trying to say. Sometimes what happens, we just don't hear them and try to give them our advice before they talk. Krishna never did so. You have to be wherever all these things, learnings are in our life. We are teacher to our children, we are teacher to our, wherever we are teaching probably, or we are teacher to our workplace. So we have to learn the art that we have to be very patient to hear and then give the right knowledge. Accept diversity. So there are so many diversity in our life. We should try to accept all those diversity. Everything cannot be same all the time. Follow the great. Whom we should follow? We should follow the great. The great means does not mean a film star, does not mean a great means the one who is great with the character, one is great in knowledge. We have to follow those people. We follow the dressing sense of the people. We follow the music, what they like. We follow what they eat. We follow what are they liking, dislike. Those are not the things to we follow. We follow the character of the people. We follow the teachings. If they have some nice to teach us, we should try to learn. And we should be humble. When we are humble, we naturally receive the grace from others. The people, those who are not humble, arrogant, nobody likes to talk to them. Nobody tries to give them any like if you are humble, naturally you attract the people towards yourself. So we have to be humble. So this is how this chapter was, the cyclic succession of knowledge. Then transcendental knowledge of Krishna. Who is Krishna? Krishna talks about in the self, about himself also. Then Krishna is the goal of all the path. Then karma, vikarma, and akarma, knowledge from sacrifice, how different sacrifice leads to the knowledge. And we saw different type of sacrifices happening. Somebody is giving the work, somebody is giving the object, somebody is giving hearing, sense object. So different people are doing, and all the goal of all the sacrifice is to attain the knowledge and the glories of this knowledge. This is what we learn in this chapter. Now we are open to you all.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mataji, I want to share one person. We have already changed. Last 4 months I staying with the company accommodation. My roommate was a full drinker. After drink every day, he's fighting with his wife. So one day he also sleep before 9 o'clock, and his wife call again and again. So I got disturbed and transfer receiver to call. I just talk him in the he did not know in Hindi. So I just talk in Hindi and he did not say me. Just say me, okay, my husband, what are you doing? I already drink and sleep.
Sorry.
So he tell me, please help me. Every day he always
Sorry.
fighting me. I have two child. What can I do? I tell him, madam, I just 2 days I stay with him. I saw the all drama. So I'm trying to something. So next Sunday I come to Dubai and take one Bhagavad Gita in Malayalam. I give him and I tell him, you yesterday I received your wife call and she was very crying about you. You are an engineer, you are at the site, and you will drinking and fighting with your wife. So what is your attitude? How to change? So I tell him just read the Bhagavad Gita every day. So by the God grace and Prabhupada Ashirwad, last month he brought his wife and family here and he already changed.
See?
Every day reading the Bhagavad Gita. He tell me how to read it. Just take bath and come to read every day. And he reading. And last month he brought family here.
Correct.
That's la Prabhupada.
It's the magic. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Any of you would like to share anything? What is anything you want to share?
Of course, it should be fair. Then Prabhupada can be happy.
Yeah, the people like we will have that. Okay, it is not working to me, but it is working to somebody. Maybe there is some problem in me, so I will change also myself to see the process working. So when we hear about hear from others, so okay, I have not done probably very sincerely, but it is working for others.
Yes.
So then that is
Sometimes
how we develop
we
the Shraddha. That is how we develop the Shraddha. Yeah.
So no, you are got up 4 o'clock and you're not sleeping properly, but every 2 hours chanting and praying, everything. This is my duty. I have to do. And in the office, every person saying me, Sohan, we are these people, this Dilip, the drinker, Dilip was very bad. Nowadays, he is same like one pujari every day getting the Bhagavad Gita, and he brought his family. They see the Bhagavad Gita magic. Really, you can change. I don't anything. Just I give some prasad every day morning because he got up drinking and sleeping. Then he can do some prasad in morning time. But I cook the some prasad and give every day 2 chapati and prasad. 4 months, last 4 months, every day morning. And he tell me, so I got some energy from your prasad. No, not my prasad, Krishna prasad. We just eat, no issue. So the Krishna mercy, last month he brought his family here, 2 child also.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing such a wonderful experience. Yes. So, because why the process is working? Because it is a authentic process given by the Lord himself. The process is very potent and powerful. It is that we have to be a little bit serious. So it will work. So, no more questions? Sukrashan Prabhu is there? Yes.
Huh?
Prabhu, you have Kartal?
No, Mataji, I'm staying in the company accommodation. Today, I bought one agarbatti. One guy saying I got in the headache. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I can't do it in next time.
Oh.
I got some mail. I got a headache. Okay, sorry, I can't burn tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because today I'm here in the morning. After lunch, I'm here in the room. So I don't nobody here. So I just try to burn one agarbatti. So he tell me, he come and tell me, so I got in the headache for this mail only. Okay, sorry. So I have one story, this Machi Valley or Full Valley. You can share also.
Correct. Yeah. Somebody is asking something? Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji, I want to know that poem. I cannot recite properly, but I'll try. Every day I listen. Actually, I have to change my phone. So in that phone, I lost all my Bhagavad Gita classes as we get the day-wise, what we'll say, weekly we'll get
Yeah.
all those translation, everything. I lost. But this was there in my phone. I was surprised, and I want to know the meaning of it.
Which prayer?
Namami Sachitananda Rupam.
Namaniswaram Achyutanandaru.
This is Damodara Shastakam.
Damodar. Yes.
No
Are you
idea,
talking?
Mataji. No
Can you
idea.
share? Can you,
Mataji.
huh?
And I want to know the meaning also.
Very beautiful. We cannot do it in 5-10 minutes. I will do in one class full. Namamishwaram.
Okay.
Very
Yeah, I
beautiful.
want to
prayer.
know why, because it was there in my phone. I was surprised, and I made it as an alarm for me.
Yeah, you share it with Lata, if whatever prayer is there actually, and then we will discuss sometime. Sometime in the class we'll discuss. Anyway, Damodar month may we do that, and it's a very beautiful prayer.
Thank you, Mataji.
It is on YouTube with the meaning in Hindi and English both. There are many
Yeah.
videos
Okay.
in English and Hindi. This Damodar Ashtakam.
Sometime it is
Okay.
there and it's very simple also, but
Yeah,
sometimes we need some explanation to
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
more deeper meaning. Yeah,
Very right. And it's beautiful.
very beautiful.
Because I
Actually,
daily
I don't know
do
it is
this Damodar
Damodara
Ashtakam.
Ashtakam. Yeah, I don't know that also. That's what I was surprised to hear that one. So I want to know.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Lata, you share at least the translation with her.
Yes, Mataji, but I don't know the number, no? As such, there are 3-4 aparnas.
Oh,
So maybe if Mataji can put her number in the chat box, I will save and then I will send her the translation.
yeah, you just send your thing. If you all, no question is there, then Prabhu can do 5 minutes kirtan. Prabhu, you want to do 5 minutes kirtan without anything you can do? That is also not
For me?
allowed in your room. Kirtan.
Nobody here now, so I can do. They are kitchen in kitchen.
So you do 5 minutes kirtan. Today is anyway good day, Ekadashi, and then we'll
Hare
end.
Krishna.
Those who are in a hurry, they can
Nam-
leave. Those who are here, they can hear.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pataka Swami Niti Namini Namo Acharya Padaya Nitai Krupa Pradayani Gaura Katha Dhamadaya Nagara Gram Tarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Bola Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama